Peppa Pig, Happy Hanukkah by Kayla Spinner. Peppa and George are visiting their grandparents. Peppa smells something wonderful and potatoey. I'm making latkes, said Granny Pig. A latke is a potato pancake. That's what people eat on Hanukkah. What's Hanukkah? Peppa asks. Hanukkah is the festival of lights, replied Grandpa Pig. People celebrate the festival of lights all over the world. Tonight, we will celebrate too. Long ago, there wasn't any electricity, said Granny Pig. Do you know what they use for electricity? Peppa thinks about it. Television, she says. No, Peppa, there wasn't any television. There wasn't any light switches either. Back then, you needed fire to see in the dark. That gives Peppa an idea. Let's play a game, she tells George. We'll pretend we lived long ago, when there was no electricity. Peppa turns off the light switch. It's dark. What can we do without lights? Granny Pig asks. Peppa thinks about it. Then she gets an idea. We can make a fort. Together, Peppa and George find cushions, pillows, and a blanket. They build a fort with all their materials. But just as Peppa is about to add the finishing touch, George knocks it down. George, Peppa says, that wasn't very nice. Snort, snort, George giggles. Pillows are everywhere. Peppa can't see them because the lights are off. I can't put the fort back together now, Peppa says. Grandpa Pig has an idea. Why don't we light a candle, he asks. Grandpa Pig lights a candle and Peppa and George can see. Peppa and George start to put the fort back together again. But before they're done, the candle has burnt through. It must have been very hard to live without electricity, Peppa says. Granny Pig turns the lights back on. Long ago, there was a light that lasted for 8 days, she said. We celebrate this miracle by lighting the candles on a menorah. It has 8 candles, and each night a new one is lit. Tonight is the 8th night of Hanukkah, so that means, Grandpa Pig starts to say, they also light the tallest candle in the middle. It's called the helper. Do you play any games on Hanukkah? Peppa asks. Yes, Granny Pig says. One of the games is called a dreidel. A dreidel is a spinning top. If you win, you get chocolate. Peppa and George cheer. They like games. They like chocolate. Granny Pig gives each player a handful of chocolate coins. They each put one in the middle. Then she spins the dreidel. It lands on a little letter that is called a nun. A nun means I don't get any chocolates, Granny Pig explains. Now, it's the next player's turn. Grandpa Pig spins the dreidel. He gets a letter called a Shin. Oh no, Grandpa Pig grumbles. A Shin means I have to put a chocolate in. Now, it is George's turn. He spins the top. He gets a letter called a Hey. Well done, George, says Granny Pig. You get half of the chocolates in the middle. Last, it is time for Peppa. She spins a dreidel. It spins, and it spins, and it spins, and it falls off the table. Oh no, Peppa says. Does that mean I don't get any chocolates? Go look, Peppa, says Granny Pig. What did the dreidel land on? Peppa crawls under the table. It's a gimel. That means you and all the chocolates in the middle, Grandpa Pig says. Peppa smiles. I love Hanukkah, she says. Happy Hanukkah.